So we originally put together this pretty vanilla video of what our first week of van life looked like. But to be honest, that wouldn't be the full truth, because after we put the camera down, shit hit the fan. We hit the road on January 29th, 2022. We've spent the last year and a half or so converting this van into our home on wheels, giving up most of our weekends. So needless to say, on January 29th, we were fucking happy.
We did your basic road trip things. We stopped, got some gas. We full.
What's our total?
53.20. Took some not so scenic photos and videos from our drive. And on top of that, we made it a goal to find 3 badass things to do in New Orleans while we were there. Okay, so how about this? We have objective 1, which is go to the French Quarter, Bourbon Street. Got to do that. Objective 2, go to the New Orleans City Park.
Right.
So how about we keep objective 3 open to have a little spontaneity in there. So if we find anything we for sure want to do, we're not overbooked.
When we got there, we hit the gym, cleaned up, and headed over to French Quarter for a couple drinks on Bourbon Street.
Time to clean up for the night. Now we're ready.
Got ready in like 20 minutes. Let's go to Bourbon Street. French Quarter was weird and rowdy, exactly how I expected. We crashed at a nearby Walmart for the night. Got some groceries in the morning. No, I don't. Before heading over to New Orleans City Park, which should really be called New Orleans Big Ass Park. The place is huge. We just got here. The park is freaking huge. Apparently it's bigger than Central Park in New York. We took Aussie to the oh so exclusive dog park they have there. A lot of highway noise, but we just left the dog park. Turns out New Orleans City Bark requires a permit, but some kind gentleman let us in. So we got to hang out. Then headed over to the Free Sculpture Museum, which was very cool. We definitely recommend checking out the Free Sculpture Museum. Just remember that no dogs are allowed. After that, we headed over to the Kisatchie National Forest, because there's nothing better than a little glamping after a busy time out in the city. Good morning. Just stepping outside of the van this morning. Aussie is running around. I'll show you our spot. This is our spot. It's pretty big. Got a little trail back there. Aussie's just exploring. I don't think anyone drove out here a single time last night. So after a short stop there, we headed over to Dallas, Texas, where Ricky had to see a job site for work. Usually he would fly to a job site, but in this case it was just easier for us to bring the van. This is my POV right now. Everything's kind of a mess. It's Ricky's job site. Anyways, this is when things turned sideways. So we leave Dallas, we head out west, we stop at the Lyndon B. Johnson grasslands, hoping to get some more glamping, nice time out in nature, right? We arrived past dark and it just smelled like fire. When we parked and got out, we noticed there is a huge forest fire like 80 yards away. And after some research, we learned that it was a controlled burn. It was okay though, we buckled down for the night and we really can't complain because the view was pretty amazing. So it gets worse. We wake up in the morning, no service, we need to work, so we head over to the closest Walmart in the direction that we're headed. So we're just working away when we notice it's getting colder and colder outside. Did a little research real quick and discovered there is a big ass snowstorm headed towards us. We didn't want to be stuck in this small town with nowhere to shower and nothing to do, so we decided to make the trek an hour and a half to the next town with an Anytime Fitness. This hour-and-a-half drive turned into a 3-hour drive. The roads were icy and it was pretty hectic. We get to this town and the Anytime is permanently closed, and it's the only one in town. So there we are, staying at another Walmart again in the freezing cold with pretty much no civilization around us. So we buckled down in this Walmart parking lot and had our coldest night in the van yet, about 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Turns out we weren't the only ones freezing. Our pipes froze. Our outdoor shower also broke. Tragic, but at least we weren't in need of using it. Anyways, it's our 5th day on the road, and even though the weather worsened, the road conditions actually improved a lot. So we decided to just hit the road to go to Amarillo, Texas, and thank God we did, because there were so many Anytime Fitnesses and we could take showers as much as we wanted. It was also super sunny in Amarillo, so that was incredibly nice after being cooped up in the van for a couple days. So we decided to get out, do something fun, and head over to Cadillac Ranch.
After Cadillac Ranch, we took a nice little trip down old historic Route 66 and ended up in Albuquerque, which was going to be our home for the next week. But of course, the chaos couldn't stop with the fire and the snowstorm. We get to Albuquerque, camp out at another Walmart, and come to find out, Darian wasn't feeling too hot the next morning. We headed into Walmart for a grocery run. We're bobbing, weaving in and out of aisles, and then bam, Darian faints right in front of the oatmeal. So Darian's in and out of consciousness. Meanwhile, we're surrounded by a few old ladies who can't stop talking about what their favorite oatmeals are, completely oblivious to what's going on next to them. So after coming to the conclusion that Darian was not getting any better, I grabbed the closest cart, threw her in there, and scurried out to get to the emergency room.
On the way over to the ER, I started feeling a little bit better, and I just knew that I really didn't want to spend my time, stress, and money sitting in the ER all day. So when we got to the ER, we just sat in the parking lot for a while. I laid in bed, drank some electrolytes, and slowly came back to life. And don't worry, the incident hurt my ego more than my body. Very embarrassing. Anyways, we think I was just having to adjust to the altitude, and over the next couple weeks, I definitely started to feel more myself. I think we just really had to go out with a bang for our first week of van life.
Our first week of van life was nothing short of eventful, but we wouldn't change a thing for the world, and we're incredibly happy where we are. So let us know, has anyone else gotten sick from altitude change and passed out in Walmart, or is that just Darian? Also, we want some feedback and would like to know what you guys want to see from us. So leave some comments down below on what you would like some of our next videos to be about. Please like and subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye!
Said I gotta run away, get away now. Too many games and they all trying to play out. Too many people and they all start to change now. Let me take a bet, they gon' know my name now. Yeah, we came a long way, but it's one way. Got a long way to go like it's Monday. Someday gotta be in LA. No, I gotta make it work out like